Viral video has been seen on Facebook and YouTube more than 300,000 times. Earlier this month, police confronted a naked man walking in central Fresno. After not heeding orders to stop, the police tase him. Sources tell GV Wire the man has mental issues. We asked some mental health advocates their thoughts and what could be done to provide for a better outcome.
And it didn't seem very dignified and didn't seem very respectful. You know, you can't know exactly what took place in that interaction. If that's what the police said, that he was being threatening, I take that with a grain of salt.
Dr. Juan C. Garcia is a therapist with the Integral Community Solutions Institute.
It just seemed overkill.
We also asked for a reaction from Christina Roop, the executive director of NAMI, the National Alliance on Mental Illness.
Best practices, we want to de-escalate. If that were my family member and I saw that happening, I'd be crushed. You asked my first reactions when I saw it. I'm heartbroken that an individual had to be tased. And it seems so unfair because we see a man who's unclothed, he's nude, most vulnerable. In our images, society has an individual who's walking around naked as a truly vulnerable individual.
Training officers in dealing with the mentally ill is key.
I question all those officers whether they've been trained in CIT, the crisis intervention training that's required now in the state of California, AB 29, I believe, the BO law. I would question if any of them had been trained, and I think that those who have been trained in that approach, you know, of dignity and respect and de-escalation tactics, you know, would have dealt with it differently.
AB 29 was signed into law in 2015. It requires additional police training to deal with people with mental illness or disability. It goes fully into effect later this year. We asked Garcia and Roop's opinions on what else can be done when police contact the mentally ill.
3 things that are really truly needed. One is a compassion to be on that call, to be able to respond to that call. Understanding those individuals are going to need something more. Patience. Patience is necessary, and time. All those come after securing the safety of the environment that you're in and responding.
And I would have just continued walking with them and talking with them until you convince them that, you know, it's time to turn yourself in, or in the meantime also calling a mental health expert to come and deal with the person to, you know, calm him down. Or I mean, I think they could have taken him one on each arm and and walked him back to where he was going, or put him in a police car or whatever, or an ambulance. You know, I don't think he's a big guy. I don't think that, but I don't think the police are afraid. You know, I don't think they're going to be afraid for their lives. I think if there was a threat to their lives, then I do believe that officers have a right to defend themselves.
GV Wire asked repeatedly for a follow-up response from the Fresno police. We'll provide that when it becomes available. David Taub, GV Wire.